So he might be able to pull something sneaky while Incontrol's kind of distracted. If he can just basically hold off for a little longer, he might be able to get some production out of this base, and kind of continue into it. As you can see, Incontrol already has several expansions up, or I'm sorry, yeah, Incontrol has several expansions up across the map, and this is really what G5 needs to get right back in the game. He still has some production here, but his main entirely mined out. So honestly, if he loses this Nexus, it would only hurt as far as supply goes. The secondary still producing, and yeah, Incontrol might get back in this if he can somehow meager kind of a defense force. He's starting to push out with his with a kind of a zealot single Archon Templar force. Going to make sure he doesn't get sealed in again. Actually, it looks like he's going to start pulling back. But again, Incontrol with kind of that mobility with his dropships, or I should say with his overlords with drop, really. It keeps kind of G5 on the defensive. It keeps him with a kind of a mobility disadvantage. An Overlord spotting here on the corner that still hasn't been taken care of. We'll see if these two Dragoons go and push up and take care of that now. And right now, yeah, looks like, unfortunately, it looks like Incontrol just spotted out this map, but G5 actually bringing a lot of troops to defend it to the south. But again, he's spread a little thin. He's kind of trapped between two bases. He has to defend his main base, and also this 6 o'clock secondary, and he's doing it against units that have better upgrades than his. Looks like he does have level 2 up and level 1. I'm sorry, even upgrades with his at this point. And it looks like he's going to go in and try to take out some of these expansions that are undefended. But I think Incontrol can sacrifice. He has, oh wow, he has a couple Ultralisks up, which really doesn't bode well for him. Incontrol can sacrifice these expansions where G5 cannot kind of sacrifice his units. As you can see, he's actually, it looks like Incontrol is going to try to save expansion instead of just pushing in on the main, and just going to come in with whatever units. And beautiful side storms by G5 there, all over the Ultralisk, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Looks like the Ultralisks are in fact going to be able to take out what's left of this Archon force. But about almost dead even there, but more reinforcements coming in now, so Incontrol does manage to keep that. But what that did do is that bought G5 a bit of time. I'm surprised that Incontrol still hasn't attacked this southern expansion. Perhaps he didn't see it. This entire force wiped out now. Observer's still hanging out there. A Dark Templar still managed to make it out. 2 Templar at this southern expansion. So that's basically, and I'm still worried about these overlords here, as you can see, Incontrol and Incontrol also expanding one more time, and has basically taken over the entire map. And we'll see what G5 does from here. It looks like he has a couple more Corsairs out, has a couple more Dark Templar, and now has basically, has a decent-sized force of Corsair, a decent-sized force of Dark Templar, and he could be very effective with that. If he plays his cards just right, and we'll see if he's able to do that. But in the meantime, a lot of Ultralisks out, and Incontrol in the meantime doesn't look like he has anything. He does have the Spire, but it doesn't look like he has anything to deal with a kind of a Corsair harass. So if G5 goes and pushes out right now and takes down a lot of Overlords, he could do what he needs to do to get back in this game. And he is in fact starting to do that. He's going to try to take out as many Overlords as possible. And wow, a lot of Scourges coming in. Managed to take. That was looks like a little bit unlucky for Incontrol there. Only managed to take out a single Corsair, and still 4 Corsairs up in the air, and it doesn't look like anything in the ground anymore. But my guess is, he's immediately going to start pushing Hydralisk. But in the meantime, Dark Templar pushing down. Dark Templar going to attack. Looks like they still can be spotted by those Overlords. He's going to try to go after this hatchery in the bottom right hand corner, and he's going to try to slice into these Overlords as much as possible. Manage to take out one, and just try to push these Overlords back while his Dark Templar go to work on the Ultralisks and successfully defending that 6 o'clock expansion. I'm surprised he's still in this game, honestly. I expected him to be done for a while ago, and it looks like, my guess is a Spore Colony. You're going to see a Spore Colony here in a second. Try to defend this here, but G5 in the meantime taking that out, and still more Corsairs out, and he has a very effective unit combination right here, and Incontrol actually having to stop for a second and switch his production back to kind of a Hydralisk, and he is going to be able to take that hatchery down. I'm not sure that's going to be all that huge a cost. Incontrol, a little bit of a miscue, pushing those Ultralisks in when he didn't have an Overlord in, and I guess that was to going to try to bring them into lay behind, and a Psystorm going off all over those Hydralisks, and wow, G5 is going to come ahead in this match. That was some brilliant micromanagement. Managed to take out those Overlords. That was some beautiful micromanagement. Staying in this game, and wow, no flaw to Incontrol on that, but that was just some brilliant micro from G5. Basically bringing up that Templar, Psystorming the Hydralisks, and then bringing up the Corsairs to take down the Overlords, and just letting the Dark Templar do the rest mess with the work, and we'll see if he can continue to do that here. I'm going to push up with all his units up here, kind of on this secondary, and I think he might be going straight for In-Control's tech, while he's while he's losing overlords, and it looks like he does have kind of a count production, trying to get a spore colony up, and I think G5 very intelligently realizing that right at that moment he needed to push up before In-Control could get some static detection down, is going to manage to take out the expansion right here. But really what he needs to do is he needs to flood his units in and take down the tech, and this is going to be an amazing comeback if G5 could get this unprotected tech back here. It looks like he's going for the Ultralisk Cavern now. Really what In-Control needs to start doing is putting down some of the buildings in the background. Let's see if he's doing that. It doesn't look like he's managing to get any buildings down in the background to basically continue production. He needs to go after that hive, and wow, and just absolutely raining. This is absolutely incredible. G5 coming back from way behind, and it looks like he might come out with this match. Yeah, he's going to come out with this match and advance in his group, taking down this hive and just absolutely stymieing the production of In-Control. And In-Control GG's. That was absolutely insane. Incredible comeback from G5. Really, I thought In-Control had it all the way into the very end there. And wow, In-Control losing to just basically superior micromanagement, a superior kind of unit count, getting caught off guard, didn't have his Hydralisks up, and G5 just finding his pace, just perfectly managing to use both Dark Templar, Standard Templar with Psystorm, I should say High Templar and Corsairs, to do a beautiful combo attack and just go in and take out everything. That was incredible. Hope you guys enjoyed that. More stuff coming from the Patriotic tournament. Go to broodwarusa.org to see all the results in the groupings that were played this weekend. Also check out se2gg.com. They're going to have a tournament coming up pretty soon. I know that Xeris has something. He's hoping to get something going in the near future. As always, Ascension is still going. If you go to esportsmedia.com, or sorry, mediaesports.com. One of those is correct. I keep doing that. And yeah, special thanks to G5 In-Control and Romeo for getting me this replay. I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed it.